Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel News live stream on this, a Thursday, September 23rd, 2021. I'm David Menzies, and my co-host, let me tell you about my co-host, folks. You know, she reminds me a lot of Greta Thunberg, except for three things. She's smart, she's photogenic, and she is sane. She is the she-devil with a sword. She is the Khaleesi of Northern Alberta. She is Sheila Gunn. Reid, how you doing there, Sheila?
I'm doing great. I do worry, though, that you might keel over if you get a little bit more energized doing those wrestling promo intros. I think next time I'm in the office in Toronto, that we should cut like an actual wrestling promo. I will okay costumes for this.
You know what, Sheila? I was thinking exactly the same thing. So I walked by the clearance bin at Toys R Us the other day, and I bought a replica WWE championship belt. It's made out of plastic. Okay. And unfortunately, it does not go around my waist. I think it'll go around your waist. So we're going to, you're the, is it the ladies champion, the top diva? What do they call it these days, right?
Oh, I'm not a top diva. I'm not a top diva.
I don't know what the lingo is these days, right? But you will get that belt because unless I get it elongated somehow, it ain't going around this waist. But wow, lots to talk about. But before we get to it, this is usually where your cerebral gray matter kicks in and you tell the people about all these technical things that just leave me, wandering around like unfrozen caveman journalist. Your bright lights and fast-moving traffic frighten and confuse me.
Do you know what, David? I don't know if you've seen, but some of the staff, particularly Margaret, hi Margaret, we have a bingo card that has David Menzies sayings or references, and I think they're currently playing them right now. I'm not sure if unfrozen caveman lawyer references are on there, but it should be. I suggested we add random reference about the time he worked in St. Paul. There's like things that you say like in any event or temerity, and we actually should email those out to the viewers on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the people who sign up for notifications that we're going to go live for the live stream. We should email the bingo card out to people at home so they can play along at home because it's pretty accurate. Margaret did it on her spare time, though, because, having fun on the company
Let me
time.
tell you what Sheila's alluding to, folks. I discovered the Menzoid bingo card yesterday. That cheeky monkey Margaret is doing this. Evidently, I'm too repetitive in certain phrases. I guess I'm like the old uncle at the Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. Did I ever tell you about the time like 1,001 times? So, it is supremely cheeky that she would do that. I have to admit, it's kind of brilliant. And you know what? It's inspired me, Sheila, to expand my vernacular, my vocabulary. Andrew was playing his bingo. Shockingly, he was one space away from having Menzoid bingo in a diagonal fashion. I couldn't believe it. So I'm going to do everything I can to try not to allow anyone at the office to get a bingo by repeating tiresome phrases, but that's the thing, folks. I can't remember what I repeat, so I think I'm doomed. I think Sheila might get a bingo.
I think we're 3 in. We're 3 in already.
That's impossible.
Some of them include ostensible policy reason as a quote. She-devil as a quote is one. One of them is you getting arrested, which, I mean, that should be the free space. References to Lady Menzoid, Hogtown, Hold the Phone, High Energy, Andrew says, referencing your shoe size, calling someone a jabroni, intentional misgendering, references to Joe Wormington. Mr. Producer, saying Mr. Producer, that was one I suggested yesterday. Randomly saying nothing's shaken but the bacon. It's pretty accurate. We really should email these things out. It's fun and it helps you pay attention.
I don't even know what that last one means. I once heard it on an urban radio station in the U.S. and
urban radio. Urban radio is a thing.
You know, way. Get out of here. You don't have urban radio. How about Yacht Rock Radio? Is that on it?
That's the one. Yacht Rock Radio.
Yeah, that's you trick me. But I'll tell you, if Justin, see what I did there? I almost gave you a bingo space. If Justin can dig up Tweaky from Buck Rogers and the 25th Century, you'll learn why I use the phrase hold the phone when we're driving and we see something out of the window that is
David, I'm so close to a bingo. I'm so close to bingo because 70s music nobody heard about is, I guess it would be under the N. It's like the second space under what would be the end. Random 70s music.
Random. Yeah. Well, that's a Random 70s TV series. It was absolutely horrible, but Tweaky was an android. And what was incredible about it, folks, was that in the 25th...
Hang on.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah, I think sci-fi references is one, or it was the other day.
Well, it was horrible sci-fi, but the amazing thing about Tweaky is that it was a fully functional android, but it had a speech impediment, so which made no sense whatsoever. So it would do this. Hello there, beady 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 Sheila, beady beady beady, and there's a romantic interlude where he meets a female android who goes booty, 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 long before booty became part of the urban slang for a certain part. But it's just so classic. So when we go out on assignment, when we see something, shall I say, distracting out the window, we will say, hold the phone, beady, beady, beady. That's a Tweakyism.
Hold the phone is on here.
No, but no, that doesn't count. I'm giving
Hold the phone is on here. David, you are such a creature of habit. It's wonderful. Everybody knows what they're getting, but you are really a creature of habit. This is wonderful. This is so fun. Good job, Margaret.
Today, no one is getting a Menzoid bingo today. You know, enough of this tomfoolery. Sheila, what are we trying to do here today?
Oh, see, there's one. There's one in here that I know we're going to get to as I explain this, because it is, I'll flag it when it comes up. So this is what we're doing here today, besides making fun of David and playing Menzoid Bingo, which is super fun. And we really should email these cards out when people sign up for notifications about when we're going live. Anyway, and that's actually one of the spaces on the card. That's actually, anyway, is one of the things David says, and it's on the card. Anyway, this is the Rebel News daily live stream. It used to just be on Friday, just hosted by Ezra Levant. You know, there could be a Sheila bingo card, because this is one that I go through this like pretty formulaically every time I'm on the air. Used to just be hosted by Ezra, only on Fridays. The pandemic struck. Everybody was sent home from their jobs, and you wanted actual news to watch, and things were changing so fast. Restrictions were changing all the time, and sometimes the best way to deal with that is live. So we decided, let's go live 5 days a week at noon in Toronto and 10 a.m. out here in God's country. And we used to just be on YouTube until YouTube decided, it's okay to be full evil, let the mask slip, because Biden won. So they demonetized us. We're not allowed to take super chats there. That took $400,000 right out of the center of the company. But Rebel News, we're early adopters of good ideas. So we decided that we're not going to abandon our friends on YouTube. There are 1.5 million of you. And we don't want to leave you off in the censored ether of YouTube. So can we suggest that we move over to another platform that doesn't care about your political views, doesn't want to influence your political views either. So while we are streaming on YouTube, we hope that you will find us there and then move to another platform like Rumble, Odyssey, and Super U. And there are different ways that you can support us on those platforms. You can leave us a Rumble rant and throw us a little bit of money, and we'll read your comment on air. You can also support us on Super U by leaving us a tip, and you can sort of interact with each other there doing Super U shouts, and on Odyssey. Odyssey is an interesting platform because you can leave us some support through tip as a creator, but you can also do something called a hyper chat there, and you can do that in regular old currency. But they also have not Bitcoin, what's the term, a cryptocurrency based donation that you can give us if you buy some of their own cryptocurrency, and that's called library cryptocurrency, and you can leave us a tip that way, or leave us a hyper chat. That's what they've called. And yes, I still don't understand any of the cryptocurrency stuff at all. And I know I should. Now that the election's over, I can find the time to do it.
And you're probably getting a nasty email from you-know-who in terms of admitting to your ignorance of cryptocurrency, which is nowhere near my level of ignorance, Sheila, because, and as I've often said...
Bingo! Confused about Bitcoin.
I was going to say ANYWAY. And, folks, how bad the YouTube topic ban is? We can't even say what we can't talk about. So and since we're sort of in a quasi game show mode here today, I'll give you some initials. We can't talk about VF, and we can't talk about VP. Can anyone figure out what those stand for? Yeah, well, we can't even talk about those on YouTube. So, if you can figure it out, send us no, actually don't, because then we'll have to read it, and that will get us deplatformed. Well, Sheila, a whole lot stuffed into this sausage today. First of all, down under. Well, if we're talking Australia, we're talking about a Commonwealth country that more and more resembles something like, Venezuela, North Korea, China. And I've already been given the 2-minute warning by Mr. New Producer to come off YouTube. So maybe shall we just shoot the breeze for a minute and a half, Sheila, as the technical titans right now are trying to switch us over. You see,
sure.
The original Mr. P is leaving us, unfortunately. We're going to miss Justin greatly, but we've got a new Mr. P coming in, and I think he's doing just great. Was that your bicycle I saw in the lobby? Oh, yeah, okay. Nice bike. And, you've got
David, you know what, David? I know, now you're conscious of it, and I'm sorry we brought it up. Because I think it's good for people to play along, and you don't know, because now you're going to change your behavior because we're measuring it. But, you were telling me last night